guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Kat. In today's video I thought I would give you a rundown as far as what my favorite plants are for this month of April. And yeah, really it's just going to be a short, simple, sweet video, straight to the point. So let's get this video started. Starting off is my Philodendron Coredatum. This guy has been growing like a weed recently, within I'd say probably the last month and a half or so. This right here that I'm shaking down here is all new growth. It is pushing out new leaves left and right. I imagine I'll probably have to repot him pretty soon, but it is just thriving. And I don't know if it's because the weather's starting to change and it's getting a little warmer, or it's just finally in the perfect spot that it needs to be, or it finally filled out the pot so it can really put out some leaves, you know, to trail down. But this one is my favorite. I love the emerald green color. I love when the new leaves come in, they're a bright green. I just love everything about this guy. I remember when I first bought it, it was teeny tiny. It was like a $3 or $5 from Lowe's. It was less than half the size of what the plant is now, but this is a definite favorite of mine. Next up is my Alocasia Maharani. I ordered this from a plant store off of Etsy probably 2 months ago, I'd say now. And when it first came, it was really cold outside. There was a ton of snow on the ground, and probably not the best time to be ordering and shipping plants, and that's my bad. But when I first got it, it did have 3 leaves on it, but they all fell off, turned yellow. However, it just recently pushed out this guy. It is so beautiful. I love the texture of this leaf. It is just absolutely stunning. I finally found a good spot for this alocasia as well too. I did have it at first in the kitchen, and then I moved it just recently into my guest bathroom, and I think the amount of humidity that's in there, the lighting is just everything that it needs, because when I did move it in there, this came unfurled completely and got bigger and brighter and more beautiful, and I just love it. I'm so happy that I've kept this plant. I was thinking of just giving it away as a rehab plant, but I stuck with it, and finally I'm okay with it only having 1 leaf because this is so pretty. All right, so my next favorite of April is this Hoya Foliage. It's a 2.5 pot that I got from the Fort Collins nursery, and the reason why I love this and can't stop looking at it right now is because it just pushed out a new leaf. When I had bought this, they basically told me they didn't know if it would get any bigger than what was in the 2.5 inch pot, but to my surprise, a new leaf did come out, and then we are also gonna be getting a new one over here as well too. This guy just recently popped out, and I noticed that today when I had grabbed this in order to do the video. But it's so pretty. I love the pink around this right here. It's just so beautiful, and I can't stop staring at it. I'm so excited that it did push more growth out than what they had told me it probably would. And to be honest, when I bought it, I was okay if it didn't ever push anything out. I figured if it did, it would take a really long time, and I've had this plant for probably 6 or 7 months now. It's now in my room with the rest of my Hoyas, and it's close to them. It has good low to medium lighting depending on the time of day, but I think it's getting everything that it needs. I let it dry out completely before I water it, and it's just a super easy care plant. I'm excited to see this get bigger and bigger. Y'all know I had to put some pothos in here. So this is my Hawaiian Pothos that I got last month, if not the month before, from the Bath Garden Center in Fort Collins, Colorado. I had never seen them have Hawaiian Pothos there before, and so of course when I saw it, I had to pick the best one that I possibly could find, and there was only a couple that I would really would have gone home with, and so I picked this one out. It has grown a ton since I got it. It also is just so beautiful. I have it in my kitchen facing kind of like probably 4 or 5 feet away from a south and west facing window, so it gets great natural lighting, but it's not right up against the window, so it's not burning. But I'm just so freaking impressed with how much it's grown since I've had it, and there's so many aerial roots coming out too, and I love it. I can't wait to watch this grow. I do, however, need to turn this around because as you can see, it is pushing some all green leaves out, and I think maybe this side is reverting because it doesn't get as bright light as this side does. So I need to remember to move it around, or maybe try and find a different spot for it so it can get a good all around lighting. But yeah, definitely had to add this pothos in because it has become one of my favorites for sure for the month of April and just in general. All right, you guys, if you had watched my last video, you would have seen where I had gotten this plant from and what it is. But I have a Philodendron Midas on my April favorites. This plant I have been wanting for the longest time, and I finally found it at the Loveland Garden Center, and boy, was I in shock to even see that they had anything like this, because I have been searching and searching and searching, and I haven't seen anything like this, not in all my days of plant shopping down in Fort Collins. And if they've been there, I've missed them because I only get down to Fort Collins like once a month when it comes to plant shopping. I have this in my bathroom. It is a medium light area. It gets tons of humidity because it is in my master bath. And my master bath is actually a very small master bath. So the humidity from like the shower tends to stay in there for quite a while. So there are 3 new leaves, 1, 2, 3, and then a 4th one coming out. And these 3 leaves and the 4th were not on this when I first got it. So it's thriving in my bathroom. It is in such a good spot. All right, you guys, so the last and final April favorite is my ZZ plant. I love this thing. When I first got it, I knew I loved it, but I just didn't know how much I loved it. And then we pushed out new growth after almost a year of having it. It has gotten so big since that new growth has happened. New growth happened probably last month, if not the end of the month before. And it's just doing so well. This is such a low maintenance plant that I love. It's beautiful. It's just so good to look at. It makes me happy every time I look at it. I love it so much. I can see why ZZ plants are some of everyone's favorites because they really are just so beautiful. I mean, they definitely can't be topped, but this is my last and final April favorite, and I couldn't have picked a better plant to finish off my April favorites this video. But tell me what your favorite plants are for the month of April. Tell me what your favorite plants of mine were for the month of April. And yeah, I am looking forward to doing more videos like this. I do have some care videos coming for you guys, more shopping vlogs, of course, and lots more planty things coming, so much that if you guys have been following me for a little while now, you know I have stepped up my plant video game. They are now coming out on Mondays and Thursdays. Mondays are probably going to be specifically for plant shopping, and Thursdays will be more of these types of videos. Sit down and chit chat about plants with you guys. I'm thinking maybe of ordering some plants off of Etsy soon. So that might be a video that's going to be coming out pretty quick. So definitely don't forget to like and subscribe so you get all the new planty content right into your notification box. But what a way to end up this video on. What a good note to end this video on. This little ZZ plant. It is definitely one of my favorites. We'll probably always keep this plant. There are some plants that I do end up purging after a little while just because it's given me so much love and has made me so happy that I want to pass it along to someone else that'll love it just as much as I do. But I don't think my ZZ plant is going anywhere. So that is all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.